Yo, what's going on, gang? It's the Thickest These Boys back with another podcast episode. I am rapper Nate Rose.
I'm the big forehead director, David Elijah.
And bro, hey, we back, bro. We thick as thieves, my boy.
It's been a few weeks since we've been in the studio. We have some episodes come out, but we haven't been physically in here in a minute.
So we should probably let the audience know that we are restructuring a little bit and we're moving to a bi-weekly release, right? Every 2 weeks.
Yep.
And so in the interim is going to be reaction videos and stuff. You know, that's what's driving the new viewership, and so we want to grow the channel so that we can start to do this really for a living rather than just for fun.
Yeah, because you know I don't think 2 views is going to cut it
yeah,
for us.
you know what I'm saying? Now, actually, to be respectful, to be truly respectful, there are people that are viewing a lot of our podcasts. Some of our podcasts do like, 50 to 100 views.
Are you serious?
On YouTube, yeah. And then the watch through is actually pretty good. So there are some people out there. In fact, we know a few of them, like some of our
Andy,
friends, but also...
Tia.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
We appreciate. We do have an audience. We do appreciate you. You know, we say that kind of in jest, but we are trying to grow the channel, and so that's how we're going to be moving on. But if you've been watching us, you kind of know how this episode is going to be structured. So, Aliki, tell us what we got going on. I see some bowls. I see some cups. That's a bad sign.
Yeah. Listen, I have titled this game just now, Mocha Mayhem, and the reason for that is because all of the dishes that you see before you, they're all chocolate dishes, 4 chocolate dishes. One of the 4, well, it's really 8, but it's going to be 4 of the same thing. So there's going to be 2 of each. One's good, one's bad. I'm going to start each round by asking one of you a trivia question about the other one. If you get it right, you'll get a hint as well as the power of choice. So you'll get to pick which one you're going to eat or drink. Okay?
I hope you factored in the fact that Nate's your husband, and you probably know deeper questions about him than you do me.
No. It's about you, though.
You'll see. This is going to be pretty fair. It's going to be pretty
fair.
Okay. So,
like, if you ask me what Nate's penis size is, I'm not going to know, Leaky.
But like, I thought you might know better than me, David.
David, you do know.
Bro, I'm trying to tell a joke on the podcast, bro, and you're telling people our secrets.
Yeah, true. True.
We're actually gay.
If you get the trivia question wrong, though, the other person's going to get the hint and the power of choice.
Okay.
Okay. After the dishes are given out, you'll eat what you have, and then we'll start the next round. Are we ready for round 1?
At least I'm ready.
I believe so.
For round 1, the trivia question is going to go to David. And let me just explain these trivia questions so you know what you're doing.
Okay, yeah.
You guys know that on past episodes, you do like the top 3, and you'll each say a top 3. We're just going to see if you can remember each other's number 1 for different categories. Okay, so David.
Okay.
The first trivia question is for you.
I think you got this,
What
bro.
was Nate's number 1 most influential producer?
Oh, okay. Timbaland.
Wow.
That was a recent one, though.
That was a recent one.
That's
a recent one.
Wait, it's okay. I'm going to give you a recent one as well. So that means that David gets the hint and the power of choice. David, the cups that are sitting there on the table.
Right here. Okay.
The white paper is your hint.
What's in these cups?
That's hot chocolate.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's yeah.
That's hot chocolate. So go ahead and take the white paper. Look at your hint.
Okay.
Now you may or may not understand what it is. If you don't, then you're just blindly choosing. But if you
he should read it. He should read it out loud. Yeah. And then I won't say nothing.
He can show it to you after. It's one you can't really read.
Okay.
Okay, I got my hint. I don't know if I know what this means at all. What is this? Okay.
So now he gets to pick which cup he wants.
Should I say this out loud, Aliki, or no?
You can say it out loud if you want, and I'm gonna say that the hint is gonna go with the cup sitting in front of you. So if you ever get a hint, it will go with the food sitting in front of you.
Okay.
And it might say whether or not you want to eat that one, whether you want to get a different one. That's kind of like
all right. Yeah. I got you. Okay. So I got my hint.
Okay. So now you get to choose
out of these
which cup you drink from.
Bro, I'm gonna say my hint out loud. I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right, but the hint is Quidacile.
What?
Yeah. You know what that is?
No.
Maliki, what is this?
I can't say.
Webster's?
Okay.
I'm just gonna choose the cup next to me, I guess.
All right, dude. Let's cheers, dude, to whatever we're.
Why does it look like slobber in this?
Listen, one of us is gonna.
They've just been sitting.
Cheers to this disgusting cup. Aliki, do I have water over here? That's hot chocolate. That's how. What'd you get? What'd you get, bro? What'd you get,
bro? What is that?
You just drank so much of it. I was watching you drink it, and I was like, "Oh my god,
this is hot chocolate, baby."
Well, I was trying to, listen. I was trying to commit because I didn't want to just take a sip like a weakling,
like a little beat. What is it?
What is that, dude? It's sour.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
It's vinegar. I could not believe the smell of vinegar, so much of that.
That's a joke. I'd be telling you.
That's pretty bad. Do you want to sip it?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't want.
You want to just take a sip to see what
I'll lose on another round.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh.
Are we moving on to our next round?
Yo, that's
what does that word
mean? Show Nate. Open it up.
Let me see.
Show the camera.
He's going to know.
Show Nate.
You know what that is?
Hold on.
The word is Cuidosile. Quidocile. Cudicile.
That is so funny.
Cudicile.
Do you want me to tell you?
Cudocile. What is it?
It's the word delicious, and it's just the letters are mixed up.
Okay, it's scrambled up.
I thought it might have been scrambled. That's what I was trying to I definitely wouldn't have gotten to delicious that quick.
So I chose right.
It was next to him.
It says cudicile.
I don't know what that is, dude.
Delicious.
Well,
that's a good hint.
I got the not delicious. Guys, just so you know what I drank, just to reiterate this. Hot chocolate and vinegar.
That's disgusting,
hey, but
bro.
Chocolate covers a world of hurt. So.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Let me just tell you that was didn't work like that.
Okay, well, Nate, for the next round, you get the trivia question.
That kind of low-key made me sick.
Okay, drink some of your water.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, your trivia question is
my trivia one.
David's most recent top 3 ranking. So what was the #1 spot?
He ain't got it.
For movies that changed the course of cinema.
Movies that changed the course of cinema.
He ain't got it. That boy don't care about me.
Oh, his #1.
He don't got it. I already know he don't got it because he was like, when I said it, he was like, oh, really?
Oh, you're
The Shining.
What was that?
The Shining.
David, do you know if that's correct?
I know it's incorrect.
It is incorrect. I wanted to see if David knew what he said.
Oh, my gosh.
David's #1 was...
Psycho.
Lord of the Rings. Psycho is your #2.
Oh, okay. Even I didn't have it.
Psycho is your #2. Okay, so that means David is going to get the hint and the power of choice since you got the question wrong. So now here's what you're going to do. Pick up the first plate.
Sucks.
Pick up the first plate.
Pick up the first plate. Okay.
And David gets the one with the hint. So David's going to get that one.
Oh, okay. Here, David, this is yours. And I get the other one.
Okay, got you.
And then,
hand me the other one.
And I
get
get
closest to you.
Yep, I get to choose whether I want to eat this one or give it to the next.
Yeah.
Or swap, right?
And this hint applies to yours.
These are some nice plates, y'all. Okay.
Thanks, bro. We turn.
All right. Okay, yo, hold on. I'm gonna read it to you after I read it, maybe, depending on the hint. All right.
This is a long one.
This is a long one.
Pause.
Is this Kanye? Who is this? I know this song. Okay, tuck my napkin in my shirt because I'm mobbing like that. You know good and well that you didn't want a problem like that. You gonna make someone around me catch a body like that. What song is that, Nate? What song is that? Who is that's not Kanye? Who like that? Cause I'm mobbing like that. Is that like that? What, Kendrick? I don't know, bro. Because there's more lyrics on the end of it. So you got a little hint because I don't even know what it is. I know the lyrics. I just can't remember how it's finished.
Let me see it. I mean, you get the power of choice anyway.
I know. Got your body like that. Is that Drake? That's Drake.
All right.
That's Drizzy.
Maybe you get the hint.
Hold on. I gotta get the flow. Tuck my napkin in my shirt because I'm mobbing like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gonna make someone around me catch a body like that. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I'm about to choose like that. Dang it, dude. Knowing that Drake's nasty, he be saying some nasty stuff, I'm gonna swap.
All right, we swap.
He's smiling. You smiling? No, he's smiling. No, hold up. Can I take it back? He's smiling. He gave up that plate too quick. I'm about to eat some turd. I'm about to eat a turd or something.
He chose. All right.
He swapped quick. A leaky. This plate's warmer. All right.
Okay, you can go ahead and open it. Now, this is a chocolate pudding cup.
Oh, no.
And you're going to have to just, like, toss a little back.
Pause.
Unless I need to go get spoons.
Okay.
Do I need to go get spoons?
Can you get a spoon, please? Because I feel like it's going to go directly to my throat.
Let's squeeze it.
Let's do it. Let's do it for the camera.
Squeeze it.
I'm going to throw it up, and I love chocolate pudding. That's just chocolate pudding, baby. I love that. What'd you get?
Got mustard in it.
I'm throwing up for you, bro.
It's got mustard in it, yeah.
What was the lyric?
Nate, do you know it?
Let me see it again.
Oh my!
It's right there.
No one's getting the hints at all.
So you don't want a problem like that.
This one,
right? Is that?
What?
It's right there. It's right there.
I can't read it.
What's the rest of the lyrics?
How'd it go?
That's
something they know. They know. They know.
It's from They Know. Yes, but it goes. You gonna make someone around me catch a body like that? No, don't do it. Please.
Oh, don't do it.
So that was the hint.
So I was right.
I did.
You know, it's actually
read no, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Drake's debauchery really just saved me because I knew he was saying something. He was saying he loves to go like this.
Dude, that's so bad.
Don't do it. He loves to do that. What did Ollie Joseph do?
Guys, Dijon mustard and chocolate pudding is terrible together.
Hey,
why? I feel like I'm being violated.
I'm on a feast right now, baby.
Okay. We're moving on to our third round.
Okay.
Ew, that's so gross.
Leaky.
I feel like, ew. Gosh.
And David is going to get the trivia question again, so here we go.
Dang it, dude.
David,
please don't do it.
What was Nate's #1 animated movie soundtrack?
Up.
No.
Oh, he read
Nate,
me.
do you know what it was?
My #1 movie animated soundtrack.
Y'all don't even know your own
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably going Tarzan.
Tarzan.
It was
It was a freaking Phil Collins.
Tarzan.
Collins, dude. I
dude.
should have thought about it more.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
that
gosh,
means
I
Nate's
get the opportunity for a hint.
Watch the hint be something like
Nate.
my middle name.
The next plate is yours with the hint, and then David, that next plate is yours.
What, this one? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm about to eat something nasty.
I'm so nervous because...
Please don't do it. Money over everything, money on my mind. We're gonna get canceled.
Okay.
You're not gonna read it out
Swap
loud?
it.
He got the hint.
Swap it.
It better not be your lyrics, bruh. What was the hint? I want you to read it to the audience.
I
bruh.
will!
I gave you 2 hints.
After I enjoy this delicacy.
Oh no.
This is a chocolate brownie.
Aliki, what'd you put? You put fish oil in this? I swear, if this is the one fish oil one.
I didn't use any fish sauce.
Oh, that smells so good. It's just take a big bite, just for me.
No.
Take a big bite.
No. That's Matthew. Oh. What is it?
What do you think?
Aliki. What is that?
Swallow it. B-man.
I swallowed it.
It's malic acid.
Why I keep getting malic acid and everything, dude? I could never guess what it is either.
You always...
It's always David malic acid.
Listen, bro,
just
I'm going to
really
say malic
sour
acid
brownie?
is probably not as bad as mustard and pudding, dude.
I'm gonna throw up, dude.
I'm
I
not
feel like
good-
Bam Margera right now on Jackass. This is disgusting, dude.
The hint was a quote from When Harry Met Sally. It said, I'll have what, and then it's underscore.
Oh, that's a good one too. I would have got that one. Ew, dude.
You
Yeah, that
guys
was one of
ready?
my quotes.
Babe, that's a great brownie.
Hey, you're welcome.
I just ate the whole thing, bro.
I bet you did.
That's just a
Okay.
treat for me.
Your last round.
It's stuck in my. Why'd you pick the one that like brownies get stuck in your teeth too?
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually.
Ugh.
That's a good point. Okay, the last trivia question then goes to Nate. Nate,
Yeah.
what was David's #1 funniest movie scene?
Oh, he ain't got that.
Funniest movie
He
scene.
ain't got that.
Tropic Thunder.
Nope.
Nope.
He don't know me, does he?
That was on the list, but that was not.
All right, let me get a
#1.
second guess. Not for
funsies. You can
for funsies.
If you get the second one wrong, bro, I'm not doing the podcast anymore.
Bro, relax. The KKK scene.
He got it.
That was it. Good job.
He got it from Django.
That was it.
From Django.
Okay, so Nate, you got it wrong. That means David's going to get the hint and power of choice. So trade bowls.
Trade bowls.
Plates.
You got to have this one because you get the hint.
Yeah, that one's got the hint.
I'm just saying pause. Like, this is out of pocket. All right, baby.
Here we go.
This better be a good hint, Aliki.
All right.
This is a mocha fest, bruh.
Whoa, hold on a second. Aliki knows what I'm doing. Aliki knows what I'm doing. Shut up. Don't look over here.
What's the hint, bro?
Hold on, bro.
Now you gotta choose.
Hold on. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. Leaky, is that like you didn't just add? You pretty added the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My friend told me to pick the very best one, and you are not it. I'll keep my bowl. Now, you better done the whole eeny, miny, mo, because the hint said do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, starting with this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you didn't do all the my best friend stuff, you didn't do it right.
All right. Your last one is a chocolate truffle.
Hold on.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
We deep in the whole thing?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Is it you?
Oh, no, you did it wrong, didn't you?
Mine's normal.
I can't eat it.
Eat it. Swallow it. Swallow it. Let's go.
There's a lot of truffle.
What's it taste like?
Fish.
What is it? Is it hot sauce or something?
It's hot sauce. It's hot sauce.
Well, it's just a hot chocolate, bro.
Come on now. It's just hot chocolate, but in solid form.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of gas. No, I'm
I
joking.
literally was like, David handles hot stuff so well, he'd probably like this.
Was that the really hot sauce?
It's a very hot sauce I have, but it's not the Pepper X hot sauce.
So
it's not too bad, but it's gross.
Okay, so what are those for?
Oh, those were just extra brownies that I made so that you guys could have a chaser if you want to win, because I'm so sweet.
That's very sweet.
I can't get this to my throat. Pause.
Is it hot? Is it hot to you? Like, how much heat can you handle?
I like a lot of heat. Pause.
Dang.
Did you say gay?
What is that?
No, I said dang.
Oh.
Like, you can just take so much
I like a lot of
hot
heat.
sauce.
Pause. What does that mean? What's the sexual connotation of I like a lot of heat?
Friction. Everything's gay these days. Well, how'd I get that one wrong though?
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna. I mean, I didn't have the other two you had, but I don't think anything is worse than that pudding. Dijon mustard and chocolate is a terrible combination.
I also don't like mustard on other stuff. So that
and it's Dijon mustard, so it's like spicy mustard.
You're trying to get us sick, bro.
All right, gang, we're back. We both have a little bit of. We were 2 and 2, right? 2 and 2.
Yeah, actually, we equally don't know each other as well, or we equally know each other as well.
Look, I mean, at least I got the. At least we named stuff that was on the list. I just couldn't remember the order.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah. But you know, keeping with this chocolate.
Wait,
theme,
it wasn't 2 and 2. Hold up, it wasn't 2 and 2.
No. You won. You won the guesses, right? But
I know you better.
We 2 and 2.
Repeat after me.
What?
David knows me more than I know him.
No.
What? Say it. Say it, bro.
All right, David knows me more.
Why'd your voice? Why'd your voice quiver?
David knows me more than I know him. All right, what we got, bro? With the chocolate theme, bro. This is a Mr. Beast Feastable.
Yeah, man.
Is that right?
It's a Feastable,
bro. Are we about to try
Let's
this for the first time?
Mr. Beast, bro. They claim this is I went to Zaxby's and got a Beastables box. First of all, everything starts with a B. That's brazy. And it was like a box full of chicken tenders, and this came with it.
Yes.
So you want to try it
out?
Let
me see it. We're about to find out if this Mr. Beast chocolate bar is cap. or not. Let's get it.
Great intro.
This is the new formula, right?
They have a new formula?
They have a new formula.
I think so. All right.
I think the last ones weren't that popular, so they did it up. So now you got to tell us if it's better.
Here we go. Is this an OG? Is this milk chocolate? Hold up. Is this milk chocolate? What is it? Is the Feastables what?
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate. Okay.
Cheers! Shout out to Beast.
Let's analyze this like we're some snobs, right? So let's first off we'll waft it, but you can't linger on it too long. You gotta aerate, then you gotta waft it, right? A waft across the nose. Okay, and then maybe sit with it.
Okay. There's a lot of nodes in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what are the nodes?
Oh, what?
Like
cocoa. I sense like a cocoa flavor
milk thing too.
Like there is
like a milk, a milky
sweet
taste nose to it. Yeah, sugar for sure. I can smell some sugar in there
for sure. It's a Feastable. Okay. First time trying a Feastable. They're making it seem hype on
Chocolate's
the channel.
Good.
I'm trying to question whether I should say I like it or not, and just for the chance that Mr. Beast may bring me onto a show and give me $1 million.
Don't sell your soul, bro. Speak the truth. That's part of your religion.
I will happily say Feastables taste great for $1 million. I don't think Jesus would be okay with that.
Would he?
If I'm lying, probably not. Probably not. You know, pray be.
Okay. I mean, it's chocolate. It's good. Is it better than Hershey's? I don't know.
I like it.
I'm gonna say it's not better than Hershey's.
As a chocolate,
it tastes a little bit lighter. It's a decent chocolate though. It's a decent chocolate.
As a guy who doesn't eat much chocolate, like it's good. But I don't know. I think the best chocolate I had is still
I wish we could A/B test. That's what we really need to do.
That's what we need. What's those ones that we get for Valentine's Day? Like the
No, that's definitely not better than Ferrero Rocher.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's not better than that.
Those are the best chocolates. Best chocolates for sure.
Come on.
Anyways, Eliki, you want to try it? You come on camera, bro.
I'll bring it off.
She's
in. Well, we can't say that.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Here, y'all can have that.
Eliki, you can't eat that.
That was the pre. That was the formula change. That's the only time I've ever had one.
I would say it's a little like softer, like a little creamier. Like when you bite into a Hershey, it's like a harder bar.
Yeah.
But I just kind of prefer the Hershey taste.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Beast.
Mr.
Sorry,
Beast,
Jimmy.
I'm sorry, bro. But we'd love to come on.
Please.
I'm just being honest.
But we'd love to come onto your YouTube channel.
Yeah, please.
After we just said
us, bro, we're struggling.
After we said his premier product is not as good as Hershey's.
I mean, that's a pretty high standard. You know, Hershey's been around. How long have they been around for?
Like 100+ years.
Yeah, they even named a city after the chocolate.
Bro, right. I got a question for you, and I know this is off topic. This is kind of funny, because I was gonna make a joke earlier. But have you been seeing the washcloth versus hand debate?
No, a shower debate.
Yes,
washcloth versus
like
hand.
People are like, there's like a subsect of Americans who are saying that they use a washcloth and it's disgusting not to, and then there's a subset who says they just use their hands.
Yeah,
and they're like, what? Okay, do you wash your do you wash your crack? And then people are like, yeah, I use my hand. In the shower.
Yeah.
And there's some people who use a washcloth. I'm actually very curious for you and Aliki. Like when you're washing your body, bro, do you use a washcloth?
No, dude, hands, bro.
Hands?
Hands. I use a loofah if I got a loofah.
Like crack and all?
With a loofah?
No, hand.
Yeah.
Like
I mean
after a run, bro?
if I don't What?
After a run, sweat.
Soap, dude?
Soap.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. No, I'm just curious.
No, what's your answer? You're saying no.
I use the loofah for
You never washed your crack with your hands ever.
No, I'm not gonna say ever. I've been at Bonnaroo, where it's like, I don't have a loofah.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta swipe but like, bro, men's cracks are much dirtier. Like we have hair and stuff in there, especially if you don't shave.
Yeah, I have a bidet. I got a bidet in every bathroom in my house, bro.
Hey,
You're clean.
You used to not.
That's true. But, I mean, there's tactics, bro. It's look. Here's why I even like washing dishes. Like I'll get an initial scrub.
Yeah.
But if I really sometimes, bro, when you're washing a dish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you get like with your finger, you can feel the texture of something you're missing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and it's effective in cleaning plates. So, you know.
Wow, the details.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about.
No, I use like
that's a weird one to specifically talk about.
Well, the argument is that washcloths are like, you know, you use it like for a week straight, and there's like they're picking up stuff.
Yeah, that's
the argument against it.
Yeah, you're gonna
And the argument against hands is that it's your hands and you're swiping your crack and genitals.
Yeah, but also with soap. So like that's how.
I agree. I think I'm switching to hand, bro, from loofah.
From loofah?
Because I use the loofah, and loofah is like it has little holes in it, and it kind of catches too, like it catches stuff.
Oh my!
So unless you replace your loofah on a regular basis,
I have a pack of loofah. I actually do that because of that. I read where you're supposed to replace them, so I have like a pack of 4 that I buy from the same place, and I replace them every month.
Dude, honestly, the fact that if you're using a washcloth and you're not like washing it every time you shower,
yes,
that's a pretty strong argument for hand.
It's disgusting
for hand.
I need to tell my dad because he uses washcloths. And so he was like, hands are gross, but I'm like, yo, I don't actually know. I think because I'm also washing my hands simultaneously as I wash my. Anyways,
is it only the crack? Is the only problem?
I think people because I mean crack. I think people because a finger might slip in or something.
That's just for you, brother.
Oh,
that's like what we call a proper Freudian slip of the muscles. That's where it's just. I'm used to.
That's disgusting. No, anyways, super off topic, but yeah, I was wondering.
That is an interesting debate, though. Let us know what y'all think.
I feel like Greg uses like a.
I feel like some people in the audience
are or something.
I washed with a hot dog.
I feel like Greg is a glizzy washer.
Yeah.
That's what an absurd thing to say. Okay, look, bro.
Greg cuts it.
This is gonna be a Chat GPT episode. I wanna see if AI is able to put forth a better episode than we could on our own as human beings with artistic vision. So now we're still gonna do this.
Us a lot of credit, but yeah,
I pulled up some deep questions. I said here was my prompt. I said, generate some deep life relationship questions for 2 friends to talk about on a podcast.
Okay. So you and Aliki.
2 friends.
Oh.
I mean, we're friends too, but
yeah.
She's not on the podcast. I don't know if you.
I consider us partners.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So, anyways, no, I'm joking.
And what it generated was, I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm thinking maybe we just go through these and we give each other 1 to 2 minutes each to answer this. And if we get on a good conversation topic, we don't have to cut it off. But
how honest.
Number 1, this is broken into personal growth and change. Okay.
Okay.
How have you both changed since you first became friends, and what experiences have contributed most to that growth? I'll let you start that one out.
Dang, I feel like
how have we both changed
with the pressure of me being on audio? I feel like I have to answer faster, but this is a question that I feel like I would think a lot more about. But the question is how we've both changed.
Yeah, how have you both changed since you first became friends, and what experiences have contributed most to that growth?
I'll start with you first, just because I think, I mean, obviously we view it like, anyways, I think when we first, I mean, we knew each other in middle school and high school, and then later on in life, like, we became deeper friends. But I mean, to be blunt, bro, you were like more of a, I think people would have categorized you as an more egotistical person. Mm-hmm. I think you cared a lot about your music. You cared a lot about what you were going on, what you had going on.
Right.
And we were always friends even through that, because to give myself some credit, I think I see the best in people. And so like, you were just always a very loyal, very helpful person to me. So like, but like, a lot of people had that criticism of you, and you've acknowledged that now. And one of the ways you've changed is that you've almost not completely, because it's very hard to think, but you've almost changed, like eradicated that sense of presence about you. So like now the ego is, everyone has an ego of some sort, but you've been able to set aside all that in servitude to other people. And I think that's like, as a friend, like to see that happen as a friend, is huge, and I think that's the biggest way you've changed. I've seen you change where you start to care more about other people. You start to listen more rather than talk about what you got going on.
This whole time I've been struggling not to interrupt you because you're just over there yapping, bro.
No, but it's like with you, like I've seen it happen. I've seen you ask more questions of the people, and I think in return, people have been more curious about you. You know, I mean, they're actually genuinely more curious, not only about the music you have coming out. In some cases,
not at all, because they're in the same place I was in, where it's like, hey, you actually don't care what other people have to say.
Well, isn't it crazy how you've been able to notice that now?
100%.
And to think that you might have been there before.
Yep.
I do that all the time. And for me, I think I've changed, and you can probably speak on this, but
go ahead.
I think that I've changed in the sense of like, just kind of energy wise. Like I think I've just become a more personable person. I used to be very secluded, you know what I mean? And also very victimized. Like I would victimize myself and think the world was against me and like this and that. But I've come to understand that actually, David, it's not that important. You're not that important. Everyone's doing their own thing. Like you just have to be happy with what you got. So, and that's also grown us closer together. But yeah, that's how I think. Yeah. I've seen us both grow.
Yeah. I'll try to give a different answer for both of us. I think that I think both of these situations, when we're talking about a very, very narrow thing, like not talking about yourself so much or whatever, these are like symptoms of an underlying place that you're in. And so there's no shortage of things that I could say, but I'll just get niche with one. I feel like you have a lot more control over your emotions now. I feel like you used to be quick to anger. And I feel like I've seen that dissipate over the years as well. Which I mean, obviously that's trending in a good direction as well. And for me, I was going to touch on what you said, about talking and the listening portion. It's like, bro, I talked a lot about myself because I was very interested in things I had going on, and I wasn't really that interested in what other people had going on, because I was just like, just ruminating in my head about my stuff, right? Which is just selfishness and ego. But also a lot of times in social settings, it would be, there was this deep underlying or subconscious insecurity of like, I need to prove myself. And I think a big part of that was because I knew what I was capable of with my music career or whatever, but my current circumstance was not aligned with that. I didn't have the status. I didn't have this. And so I felt like I had to bridge that gap with people that I met. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to be like, I'm a rapper, but I'm doing like, but I'm really like doing stuff, know? And that is something that pressure is no longer felt, which is awesome. And, part of that might be because I actually did make it, maybe, I don't know. That's a tough one to think about. But
that is a tough one. It's like, what would it be? Would I continue to grow?
If I was in this state and I went back to zero with the music career, would I be able to keep this? That's a tough question. I would like to say yes, but I think that might be assuming I'm a better person than I am, which I think is a trap that a lot of people fall into. So, I mean, that's one of those things you never know until you're tested. But
that's a dark. That's a dark.
However, I know for a fact I would be more suited to deal with that now, because like the center of my identity is not focused on my career and achievement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I find more value in my marriage. I find more value in.
You feel more equipped currently.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm 100% more equipped because just where my focus is completely different. And I'm still very concerned about, like, I want the music to do well and whatever, but I don't have any of the yearning for more. Yeah. Like there's the yearning component, which is like the negative feelings associated with not having. Yeah. And now I'm kind of just like literally just enjoying the journey of it.
Yeah.
Hey, if wherever I get to, I'm just going to keep making art and telling stories I want to tell and that sort of thing. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, a little bit long-winded for us on that one. Let's see. What are some defining moments in your lives that have shaped who you are today? What's a defining moment?
You want to start on this one?
Sure. I mean, I'll say a defining moment in my life was the moment. There were two realizations that I had 2 days apart that kind of fed the most profound shift in my perspective. This was after I had been a full-time artist for like 8 months, and I was getting into this I was so focused on the data and so focused on release schedules, and I have to get this done by this date so I can release it and do all this. I started to get really caught up and started to lose the passion for the art because it felt really like a job. And so there were two realizations that I had. One was that I'm doing the thing that I worked so long to get to. If it was just trying to make money, if that was like the base, I could have done anything else, and I would have had I would have made money way earlier. You know, the point was I made it to a place where I can make music for a living, and if I don't enjoy the fruits of that, then I've just wasted all that time in my life. And it's if I lose the passion for art, like that's the thing I was working towards, you know, and so that kind of turned me away from feeling like a lack of passion, a lack of stress and stuff around it. And then 2 days later, I also had a realization that I had been so protective over my music career. You know, I'm an Enneagram 8 wing 7, and if you're into the Enneagram at all or have looked at it, just my personality predisposition is wanting to have control. And so when I was in college with low status, you know, in a difficult relationships, like no money, you know what I'm saying, bad health, like all these different things, the one thing that I had that nobody could take away was my music career, because I was a solo artist that did everything myself, you know, all my mixing, mastering, production, whatever. I owned 100% of everything, and I really protected that. Like I kept that close to the chest. Nobody can get within distance of this. I'm militant. It's like I'm a mother bear, you know what I mean? And protecting our kids. And so I think this was a moment which translated into the first Pie at the Party writing camp, which was like, what if what's preventing me from exceeding in my professional career and allowing me to grow as an artist is being prevented because I'm so protective over this thing. And again, that's another area where it's like an ego thing. It was like released. It was like, hold on, like other people can contribute to this. And I've been burned in the past, and so that's part of why I was so protective. But it's like, hey, like I'm attributing that to everyone else and not allowing myself to grow creatively and stuff by not allowing people to come in and splitting them off percentages. So those two things, man, were probably the mark of like one of the biggest shifts in perspective for me that I've ever had.
Yeah, it's huge. I think this is gonna sound hella dramatic, but yo, I had I think I told you this before. I may not have told Leaky, but I had like 2021. I was at this place called Red Door Bar or whatever in East Nashville, and I was hanging out with some friends, and I had just got out of like a 6-year relationship from the age 25 to 19 years old. I was like in a relationship with this girl, and we broke up, and then I moved all the way to Nashville with all my stuff. And so like in very, very early development age, I was just in a relationship, just like with a person. And then, so now all of a sudden I'm like not in a relationship, living alone. And I was hanging out at this place, and I was just like upset or just frustrated, but not even aware of it. I was just like feeling odd. And I was like, I'm going to leave. And I rode my bike there. And to get there, you had to like go up this hill on the east side of Nashville. And I went there in the daytime, and I was leaving at night. And when I'm going down this hill, I just have music in my ears, and I'm flying down this hill, riding my bike back to the apartment. And you know those power lines? Have I told you this? Yeah. Those power lines that come from the ground and go to the light pole. It was just like this one specifically didn't have any like yellow on it. So I'm flying down this hill, and it's on the sidewalk. And all of a sudden, like, because it felt instant because I couldn't see it. All I know is that all of a sudden I had a like sharp pain in my neck and chest and shoulder. Like it was just like this because they're at an angle, and I was just on the ground. Like it was because I'm going so fast. It probably looked ridiculous if someone would have seen it. And so my handlebars had flipped set backwards. My headphones had flown off, and I had to go find them. My shoe was off. My shirt was ripped. Like so many things.
You know when the shoe flies off, damn, bro.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
But I remember, bro. I didn't tell people. I usually don't tell people this part of the story. But I got up and I was hurting. But it wasn't even that bad of a like. It seemed like it should have hurt more. But I just like got all my stuff together. But then I sat on the sidewalk and I just started crying because I was like, dude, I'm like depressed. Like I'm actually depressed. Like I thought that I was gonna leave this relationship and just be like cool, like I thought I could handle it, like I'm good, like bro, I made it. Like I thought I had already been on the hard part of it, which was the breakup, and I was like, no, the hard part is like the I had to realize I was
recovering and building yourself up.
I'm 25 years old, and my life just like, it feels like my life just started over. Like, you know what I mean? And I think I never fully processed it. And in that moment, I was like, I was hurting, and you know, you get in an emotional state. You get hit, like you're in an emotional state already.
You got humbled real quick.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm already hurting.
It was being cosmically humbled, bro.
This feels like a moment to where I should just start crying. So I cried for like a second, and I was like, then I realized I was on the sidewalk crying when my bike flipped backwards. And I was like, let me get up. And so I got up and got on my bike and rode home. But that was the catalyst for me going, you know, like I'm actually not as healthy right now as I am. I got to put some work together, and then that's, you know, that was started my journey with Christ.
Yeah.
So like,
that's amazing, bro. Yeah, I remember that. I wish I could have seen it,
bro.
I would have laughed at you.
Nobody's seen it, because if they would have seen it, they probably would have ran over.
Yeah,
because
you must have hit pretty hard. I mean, if your shoe flies off, bro, there's no way for a shoe to fly off unless you got absolutely yeeted.
Bad, bro. It was bad.
Okay, personal growth and change, dude. All right, couple stories from us.
I wish Aliki could chime. We got to pick one for Aliki to chime in, because I don't feel like I actually.
Okay,
know
Aliki, if you hear one that you want to jump in on, let us know. All right. This second section is purpose and meaning.
Almost said something.
How do each of you define a fulfilling life, and what steps are you taking to achieve it? I would say...
say it again. What was it?
How do each of you define a fulfilling life, and what steps are you taking to achieve it? I think what defines a fulfilling life is being oriented to the highest good, and placing that at the top of your priorities, and catering everything else in your life towards that highest good. And to me, like, you know, you hear the generic spirituality term is alignment, I guess, but it's like every part of my life now, that steps that I'm taking is making sure that, you know, any business decision I want to make, anything I want to get into, or a relationship or whatever, I have to see, are these things aligning towards this greater vision of where I'm trying to take my life, and the type of person I would become. And along with that, you know, a big part of that, just implicit in the aiming at the highest good, is the focus on service to others, and truth. And like, there are all of these responsibilities that kind of come along with that. Yeah. And so I'm trying to grow into the person that can embody those values as strongly as I can. Mm-hmm. So that's my answer.
Honestly, bro, I mean, I don't think I fully agree with that. I mean, it's the same for me. Like, I would try to give a different answer, but I fully agree with that. And I think you maybe touched on it briefly, but servitude is definitely in there. I think a fulfilling life for me is being, I would hope to be fulfilled with helping others in some form or fashion, whether that be being a light in someone's life to the point at which that person becomes a light in others' lives, and then finding like complete satisfaction in that, not like hoping that when, you know, there's something in return. You know, oftentimes I find myself doing stuff hoping that I look like a good person, or that person thinks I'm like a enlightened person,
or that favor will come back to you.
Exactly, and that's a selfish way of doing it. But I'm still working on being fulfilled with just being a light in people's lives, and not expecting anything. Yep. No matter if no one ever acknowledges it at all. Yeah. Like that's a hard thing to do. But I think that I have people in my life who do that, and they don't. I mean, parents do that, right? Yeah. You know, so I see that, and I'm like, you know, I'll have many opportunities in life to do that, whether it be with kids or with a wife or with friends. So I hope that I can be that person and not fall short of that. I think that's, for me, is very important. Yeah.
I was going to say that I think as far as the service conversation, when you, like, if you start making money, right, and you have more than you need, you know, that Jordan Peterson line that always sticks with me is the price of privilege is service to others. And so you have that on the financial side that's easy to wrap your head around. You would expect somebody who's just exorbitantly rich, you know what I'm saying, to, like, you know, build some schools and, like, do some, you know what I'm saying, utilize that extra wealth that you have for, you know, you can have nice things, but utilize that. But I think that same thing applies to knowledge. I think that same thing applies to, like, you know, spiritual stability. You know what I'm saying? That's sort of the call to spread wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and evangelize in a Christian context. Yeah. So it's like, if you have gotten to a point in life, right, you're no longer in the space you were in when you got hit by the power line and we're sitting there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are still in that stage. You know what that's like. You know the thought processes that got you out of that space.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have a certain responsibility now. And that's not to say that you have just figured everything out, right? And that you have no more growth for yourself, but you're definitely not there where you were. And so I feel like there's a responsibility you take on for the people that are in that don't see the way forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, if I could have talked to my younger self now, you know what I'm saying? I think that might have, you know, maybe I wouldn't be willing to receive it or something like that, or like it wouldn't make sense. But, you know, even just planting the seeds in the idea that somebody can, when they get to that low moment, they already have the framework by which to get out of that place,
or being a light. Like, that's what I'm trying to articulate when I say be a light. You know, part of that is advice, part of that is kind of guidance, but a lot of that, I think,
encouragement,
is just being a positive presence in someone's life is so powerful.
Yeah.
And it's also tough to do that because, you know, for example, you have someone in your life who's depressed. You have like a mother or like a son or a brother or a friend who's like depressed, and it's like it's easy for us to be like, seek God or like read scripture more, get up, go on a walk every morning. Like, hey, you gotta start thinking about, you're thinking about negatives too much. Let's talk about positive. It's like easy to do that, but like you said, they might not be in a place to receive that. Sometimes the best way to go about it is like, yo, I'm going to throw Frisbee today. I'm like, you want to come hang out?
Yeah.
And throw Frisbee with that person. And you will be surprised what the power of good presence and being a light in someone's life can pull someone out of stuff. It is so ungodly powerful, not even ungodly, godly powerful. That like, I think it doesn't get enough because there's no credit attached to it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like a lot of people don't give it. The credit you get from giving people advice is like, they took my advice and it worked.
Yeah.
There's no credit attached to it. You just got to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Or you have to be a good son.
Yep. Exactly.
And that is a hard thing to do for people, because I don't want to hang out with depressed people. Right.
Right.
But like, hey, bro, like maybe, hey, we're going on a walk this morning.
Well, neither does anyone else.
Come hang out with me.
Well, but neither does anyone else. And so it's like, okay, so then that depressed person is just in solitude. Like, so you know what I'm saying? You got to bear the weight of, I'm going to do these uncomfortable, difficult conversations. Alexa trying to chime in.
Alexa's freaking out for a second. Yo, you know, what's funny is that we can, I know we're ranting a little bit, but it's a good conversation. But like, what's funny is that a lot of people who are in depressed states love to sulk with other people who are in that state.
Right.
A lot of people who are dealing with sex addiction or alcoholism will go to places where they can indulge in those things.
Well, they can feel validated. They don't have to. It's when you meet with other people that are also doing that same thing, they'll make you not feel bad about it. You have a sense that you feel bad about it, but when you get to talk to them, you kind of get, oh, like, these people, I don't dislike these people as much as I dislike myself. So this must not actually be the source of that.
Well, the thing is, like, well, I'm in, you know, you go to church groups, or you go to, if you're an Alcoholics Anonymous, you go to because you want to be around those people. You want to be around things that make you feel the way, like, you don't want people. I want to be around good presence, a good spirit, because that's what I'm trying to be, or that's what I feel like. If I'm in an evil spot where I'm depressed and all these other factors, I want to go be with those people because it doesn't make me feel bad, for example. But, you know, guess what? Like, when we have a certain duty attached to, and you've talked about this in a lot of different ways on the podcast, but there's a certain duty attached to when you understand the higher purpose and the good that you found in your life, even if you're still seeking it, how important it is in that good to then try to give it to other people.
Yeah.
This is such a, I feel like we could go on this for all day because it feels like to me, it really feels like the deep answers of the universe. Like, it really feels like I'm seeing something outside of my understanding, but I can comprehend it enough to make it happen in my life. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, so, and you wish that, I just wish I wish that I could just comprehend it at the highest level.
For sure.
Right.
For sure.
I wish that I could be, I mean, obviously I can't be God. I can't be Jesus.
Right.
But I wish that I could just be the most enlightened person and I could spread, but like, even I'm seeking that. But when you have that, you're like, I see this person in my life who needs it. And it's like, it's like a constant cycle of what can I do to give this to that person.
Just, well, a quick like tidbit on that is that I kind of used to think of Christians wanting to evangelize or convert people a little bit more cynically, not really cynically. Some people see it very cynically, but it's like, oh yeah, of course you want to bring people to your church to believe the things that you believe. You're trying to have other people, because that's, if I'm trying to convince you of something politically or whatever, it's like I'm trying to convince, I want you to believe this thing that I believe so that you can, right? But I've started the whole presentation of that on the heart is different, and it's actually, I have this great thing, and I feel sorrow for you as a person who, like, I've been in a place like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, I want to give, how can I communicate this gift to you? You know what I'm saying? And advice isn't always the one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people actually don't realize the dark place they're in. So you have to, that's why you have to hit rock bottom to even switch it, because you have to have a moment of realization. Your moment was you got yeeted off the bike. You know what I'm saying?
Which is a low blow that's like a very like mid low, like rock bottom. Some people's rock bottom.
Yeah, some people's rock bottom is overdosing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so anyway, all right. Well, that was a longer one. Yo, I obviously make music. David makes videos, and we come together oftentimes to produce art together. We got a new single coming out, Something to Say. David, which video should we throw up?
We should do the fence one.
The fence one?
Yeah, the fence one's good.
All right.
Yeah.
I done came too far from here, that spot look like a ghost town. Still ain't reached my destination yet, but still it's pro. Thought I walked the line, but now I'm seeing that it go round. I'ma keep on stepping, I got friends that I neglected. Problems in my life that I deflected. Thought I had it figured out, I hit a wall, still corrected. I was guarded and protective, ardently projected. Dust that dirt up on my shoulder, but my arteries infected down. They saw my passion as a joke, but they don't get it. I just wanna be respected, and I mask it with aggression. When them numbers started jumping out the gym, I started flexing. I was narrowly invested by perception and impression, don't you get it? My peers can feel it too, but for them a diamond necklace shining bright enough so they don't ever have to question. A monumental feat, a statue was erected, a carving made of stone, and it resembled adolescence. I can't link up, baby, no way, no baby, no way, I can't. Money on me, I spend it on things I think I need, I can't wait. Yo, we ain't finding a way to get to that grace, now that that's safe. Yo, how can I witness, mind of my business, bitch, I got something to say.
What personal goals or dreams do you have that you haven't shared with many people?
Whoa.
We can hit this one quick. I'm gonna say I'm newly into jiu-jitsu. I'm warming up to the idea of competing, and I want to get really good at jiu-jitsu, bro. That's one of them. I also have been studying philosophy and theology for a little over a year now. Yeah. Like reading books and watching courses and stuff. I want to get like a philosophy degree worth of education.
Hey, that's fine.
Over the next decade.
Yeah.
So those are two that people may not know about.
Well, I mean, I think I've shared this enough, but I am learning Spanish. People do know about that one. But one that I'm sure everyone in this room doesn't know is that I've always struggled very deeply with math. So I have math class now.
Okay.
Because I was like, I have time. And so I was like, let me get better. Like, I feel like I should be able to I want to be able to do deep math. Like, I'm talking like 100 times, 115 times 228. I want to be able to do that in my head. Mm-hmm. It's just it may seem kind of goofy to other people because a lot of adults can't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yo, I just want to conquer this. Math has always been a struggle for me.
Yeah.
I just want to conquer it. So I was like, let me just do it.
Fire.
So I'm doing math
That's it,
right
dude.
now, bro. I'm doing my times tables again, baby.
All right, I'm gonna skip a few of these because the next section is overcoming challenges. We kind of talked about that. Values and beliefs. We kind of talk about that. Legacy.
What are you learning right now, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the new skill?
Oh yeah, talk about it.
She got something?
Well, I mean, we're always kind of.
Oh yeah.
We're always kind of trying to learn stuff.
There's probably a lot. What were you thinking?
Into the microphone.
I know, but what were you thinking?
I mean, you got 3D printer stuff. You got.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I'm always trying to learn about like different.
Okay, don't
building
flex now.
Strategies, but I don't know like. It's just about different, like how to use cement, how to use wood best, how to use plaster, the 3D printer. Like it's just like different mediums
of art and design. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so art and design is definitely a frontier. for you.
Yeah.
She tufted this.
She did. She did. And she
Yeah.
designed the studio and put the wallpaper on and put the built the slats and put the slats on and painted it.
Yeah.
And so, but another one is, I'm trying to let you speak, but a longevity.
Oh,
right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like she's very big on health, right? You're all about.
Yeah.
You know a lot about fitness. You know a lot about.
I'm trying to hack it to live to be 100.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. So, but she's like really into the science. We're listening to. We just read Peter Attia's book Outlive, which is it's a long book. Which you're up next.
I'm up next. I can't
and
wait.
then Gary Brecka, More Plates, More Dates.
Did you guys listen
X.
to that book? Was it a good audio?
It was an audio book. Yeah,
he reads it.
He reads it. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a nice voice. Pause. No, but it's soothing. Yeah,
right?
It's soothing.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add? I feel like you were.
I mean, I feel like those are two things I spent a lot of time thinking about. So
yes. Okay. Legacy and impact. What kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind, and how are you working towards it now? And the second question is how you want to be remembered by those closest to you. I think that's kind of a similar. I mean, that's more or less the same answer. So legacy and impact. How do you want to be remembered by those closest to you, and what kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
I mean, from the people closest to me, I want to leave a legacy of showing up, caring. I want to be someone who goes, like at my funeral, I want people to go like, I want someone to go up on stage and be like, yo, David, like, bro, like we talk twice a year, but when I got in a car accident and I broke my leg, he was at the hospital. Like, I want to be that guy because I think I just want to be a caring person. I hope people remember me as a caring person. Also someone funny. I think I like to tell jokes, so I hope people think I'm funny and I make them laugh. So I don't think any of those things about you. That's not true, bro. You literally think I'm funny. I know it. You can't convince me otherwise. I do be laughing, bro. You had me dying on that one podcast episode. And from an art standpoint, I hope one day I can tell a story about a Jesus story on film that is equal to Everything Ever All at Once. Yeah, but in the sense of like, Christianity. I mean that movie is incredible. I would hope to do that one day. That's a goal. That's more of a goal, I guess. Yeah. Legacy and remembered. I think probably a lot along those lines. I mean, I would love to be remembered as like a leader, somebody who showing up for people. But I think that just I would love to be the embodiment of living a life is close to the highest good that can be lived. Like, and not for the sake of like, I don't like the word legacy here. I think that's why I'm struggling with this question. Cause it's like, it's not about like, when I die, I want people to think I'm the shit, bro. I'm kind of on that wave, bro. When I die, I want people at my funeral to be hyping me up. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, nah. I mean, I really just think it's not about me. I just want to. I would love to be a model. That's funny for the people that know me. That says it's all about me. It's about me, huh? You keep saying it over and over again. That's facetious. But that you still said it, and I didn't interpret it that way. Yeah, well then you didn't. That's the whole point. But the culture say. Oh, you said that. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I would love to, like, I think that is valuable, when you have a family member that has that level of warmth and stuff, and when they pass, you kind of like really reflect on that, because when they pass, they're no longer here, so you really take the time to, I think a lot of times in our day-to-day life, we don't acknowledge the other people's presence in that way. We don't communicate to our friends enough that, hey, I really appreciate you being there for me, or, you know what I'm saying? I admire the way that you handled this situation or move, and that, I feel like we don't vocalize that often, but when they're gone, that's when all that stuff is present right in your face, in your mind, constantly ruminating. And I would love to be the type of person that when I pass, the people that have been closest to me or have heard me speak or have seen me, do things or listen to my art or whatever the case is, I want, when that death, I want them to think about the archetype of what I was and feel inspired to, in their life to kind of pursue those ends as well. Yeah. So, all right, let's do a couple more. Friendship dynamics. What do you value most about your friendship, and how has it evolved over time? I value
I would say with our friendship, bro, I think I just value just like a marriage. I feel like I value our communication. A business partnership is very much like a marriage, you know.
Hey,
sex and all.
Hey, yo, chill.
No, but for real though, the understanding, there has to be good communication, and there has to be two people committed to the same goal. So in the context of a marriage, it's like we have to be orienting ourselves in the same direction and put our own individual interest aside for the greater vision of this thing that we're doing. And the same thing has to happen with business. You and I have to be on the same page of where we're trying to go. If we're not, we're going different directions. Our business is one entity. We are two people, but our business is one entity. Me and Aliki, two people. Our marriage is one entity. And so with the business, I feel like we have that level of like trust. If you're like, hey, I need this piece of equipment, we're going to spend our money to do it. I'm like, if you feel like we need it, I trust you on the equipment side. If I suggest like, yo, I think we should really make this type of content, or we should do this, or we should, we should try to work this, or we should take this trip or whatever, I feel like you trust me to be like, okay, that'll be beneficial.
Right.
So to me, that's an absolute necessity, the number one base necessity, I think, for a business partnership. And I think we have that.
Honesty. I think honesty is, because it and I think you would agree with this, but it transcends also outside the business. Like when we're just being homies, like being honest about how something I said made you feel, or like the way I treated Aliki, for example, if I dismissed her or something, you're like, bro, like that's my wife. Like I would never do that. But like if you ever caught something like that, or the way I treat you and your family in any regard, or just like, bro, I don't like the way you handled this interaction we had when we were hanging out. Like, I think honesty is such a pivotal part in any friendship, but I feel like me and you are like pretty honest with each other.
Yeah.
Also, straight up feedback. Like, bro, you are like you're really like defensive in every conversation with people, and like, bro, I think you need to fix that. Like, it doesn't bother me, but like I'm noticing it with you.
Yeah.
And like,
you know
what I mean?
And then also the willingness, though, the willingness of each of us to take that feedback and really consider it, because
1000%, yes.
That'd be a waste of in fact, it could just piss you off. If we, you know what I mean? Like there's for sure people we could not have conversations with on that front because they would default to defensiveness because of,
We're pretty strategic on when we say stuff like that too, because I think for the most part, I'm pretty knowledgeable on when it's a good time or when it's not necessary. Like if I say something to Nate, it's usually for a reason. And if you say something to me, it's for a reason, and you think, and I feel like you're ready to receive it. But like if I feel like something's happening, I'm like, yo, let me think about it some more. It's like maybe I'm misinterpreting. Like we're very. I feel like, I mean, I'm not even trying to just hype us up, but I think we're pretty introspective in regards to our individual lives plus our friendship. Yeah, and so we pick and choose our battles. Yeah, you know what I mean. If Nate makes a joke and it's like I took it to heart, I'm not gonna be like, dang, bro, like you flaming me. It's like, yo, like maybe you just took this joke to heart, like when it wasn't that serious. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm like, what if I'm sneak dissing right now? You're like, what are you talking about, David? I'm like, bro, when I took my shoes off, you said I had a stain on my sock. Like,
so clearly you're like, reflect on that. Like,
I'm gonna keep it honest with you right now, bro. I feel like you just like, yeah, bro. Like I said, no laptop on the show, and you did it without even you just did it.
Yeah, you just jumped to that. All right, man. I think that's about time, bro. We're gonna let the audience judge whether or not Chat GPT did it. Maybe we could do another Chat GPT episode and prompt it with some like stupid questions.
Yes, we got to.
We definitely should do that next. Maybe we'll do that next time, bro. Let's try a little.
If you had one object to fart on, what would it be? Stuff like that.
Yeah, cake. Like that. Cake is the answer.
Okay.
Oh my
god. Okay, cut that too. Cut that too.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental. Yeah, I'm locked in. You